Hey, pilots, it's your friend Got Your Beacons. I'm a guest on the Icebringers channel here on this particular episode. It's a very special episode, 4 versus 6. Let's check it out. So he's going to open up with his shell with the harpoons on them and go in there. And as he's doing this, we're going to start noticing something here in the battle. We don't quite see it quite yet. But he's going to go ahead and try to take on this Fenrir, and that red Skyros didn't get very far, but he's got this one sewed up now. But then it looks like around the battlefield, the Reds are, they're not doing so bad, or not doing so good. His team is, capping some beacons. Everything looks good there. It looks like this Fenrir is just tough as nails. He's been hitting it, and it just doesn't seem. All of a sudden, he just died. That was quick. Well, he's going to hop into his links, and we already see that, well, we're a few people short up above there. If you look at the panicometer, that's what I call it. He's and that Fenrir's still here, and we're down to 1 beacon and only 4 guys up, and we're only a minute or so into the battle, and his poor links is getting chewed away real quick. Like, man, I can't believe how tough that Fenrir was. Icebringer is something else. He is probably one of the better pilots out there. He knows the game. He plays a smart game. And that is why I am honored to be able to call this battle and just give my commentary on it. He just does a great job of awareness and all. And he found himself in this really, almost an unwinnable battle. He's in champions, and he's playing against 6 champions, and he's doing it with only 3 other champions on his own team. And look at this, he's already on his 3rd bot. Well, 2nd bot. Here he goes. So this is what he's going to do. He's going to use some good savvy. What do you do when you're behind? Well, you got to catch up first. When you're down in a hole, the first thing you want to do is quit digging. And now he's going to start filling up the hole. And what I mean by that is he's just took out his rook, which is, a very formidable, component in a battle. And, oftentimes you see him come out a little bit later in the game. But right now, this is do or die. So he took his rook out. But he's not just going for damage. Again, he's playing to win. And this is what this is why I was so honored when he said, yeah, if you want to call this, you just can't ignore greatness like this. This is a great battle. So he went into the center to help thin down the herd and get that beacon back. Obviously, with being outnumbered on the battlefield, the Reds are going to easily be able to come back and do some damage back. But what's he going to do now? Now, this is going to be a very pivotal moment in the battle. Rather than go anywhere else, he's going right to their home. This does a couple things. I do this a lot when I play my battles with my Skyros. It's called a fly trap. And what this is doing is it's luring the bait. It's luring the fish back to their home beacon. It's capped. So you've got a capped beacon. You've got them in their home, and you're probably going to get 2 or 3 or 4 Reds back here, which empties out the rest of the battlefield. So your team can go out and do some liberating. And as you watch the panicometer up above, although he had to kind of flee the scene, he's still got 4 Reds here. That means that there's only 2 other Reds around the rest of the battlefield, and his 3 other mates are facing 2 other Reds. So he's actually created an advantage for his teammates. Smart playing. And he's tying up their rook right now, and he's got a bunch of Reds shooting at him, which they all love to shoot at a rook. Why wouldn't you, right? But he's also providing a very nice advantage, positional advantage, if you will, for his team. Well, there goes the rook. Now he's going to hop into his links. Now these, he's got the newer shotgun weapons, like a blast shotgun, and he's just going to do what he can, right? He's going to go after beacons, because that's what you do in beacon mode. You don't go play like it's team deathmatch. And look at that panicometer. Look at that, guys. Now, I realize the beacon bar doesn't look all that pretty because of the beginning of the battle, but for only 4 guys to be able to do this, it just means that he's focusing at on the right things at the right time. Now, he's got this battle going here. He's got a Titan coming in, shooting at him, and so this is not going to be pretty, but if he can hold this out long enough and tie up enough Reds long enough while this beacon maintains a blue color, well, that's not bad. And he was able to survive that one, and he's going to take out this little paper syrup. But unfortunately, well, that Orphean, whatever they're called, orphans, they're tough. Right now, they're not tough, but when they're active and their shield is going, that's not good at all. Well, he got his Typhon out. With the harpoons, he's going after a beacon. I'm looking at that panicometer, getting kind of excited now, because not only are they just about at a 5 capper, they're certainly changing the momentum of where that beacon bar is going. So he's just going after the right targets and choosing his targets wisely. Don't pick fights you can't win. That's a cardinal rule in this game. And always be thinking about the beacon that you need, and not so much the damage that you need. This is not team deathmatch. Again, why go after that guy? He's not a threat to a beacon. Go after where the beacons are. Oh, there he goes. Oh, shoot. Now he's down to his final bot. His last hope at keeping a beacon advantage is a crisis. Well, they're not really known for their quickness, and yet that's his only option. So he's going to do a tightrope between managing beacons and staying alive, and kind of keeping things holding on. So he's going to go after this beacon first, which you'd want to do. He's thinking about winning. He's not thinking about farming silver. He's not thinking about anything else. And by the way, if you have not subscribed to the Icebringers channel, after watching this, I hope you realize this is a must-do. You are going to learn how to play the game, not just with OP stuff. And he's got really good weapons, but he's playing in champions. But he's also showing you how to win battles. So this has not been about damage. This has not been about farming silver. This has not been about overpowering anyone. This is about just learning how to kind of basically, go with what you're stuck with. And he was stuck with a very bad situation. He got that guy there. He's got a quantum radar all loaded up. And guess what? There's an AJ right in front of him who's going to lift up, and boom. Icebringer brought the ice. And look at that panicometer now. Guess who's got this one? It is a rampage. It is a win. And man, woo, that is a victory that was earned. Look at that, 11.58 million, 15 kills, 9 beacons, another good beacon runner on his team. Even though the Reds did a lot of beacon runner, man, the Icebringer brought it. Great job. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for honoring me with letting me call that one, and that was amazing, Icebringer. Good job, buddy. Go subscribe, guys. Peace out.